As Anita said, I'm Elsa's youngest brother. There are only two of us left, my oldest sibling, Erica, and myself. I was going to bring a picture up that I had on the table from a family gathering. There are 7 or 8 people there. Only one remains alive. I guess for me to emphasize as a clergyman, life is short, and that we need to make the best of life, live it to the fullest, enjoy life, be kind to each other, love each other, because the days are short, and we will fade away like a blade of grass. And you know, the older I get, the faster life seems to be moving. Have you experienced that? Yeah? I think it's true. My theory is we were meant to be again with our Creator. And the older we get, you know, we get closer and we get there quick, right? Anyway, I was to share some memories. Now, my sister Elsa is 6 years older. And I want to share some childhood memories. And I remember them as, you know, as a very young child. And my sister being 6 years older, I saw her more like an adult, right? That's the way it is. But let me share what I've got. My earliest memories of Elsa take us back to, of course, to Germany. A year or two before World War II came to an end, when I was 2, maybe 3 years old. We had blackouts during the war to protect us from the enemy, you know. And there was nothing in the village that's worth bombing, unless you consider a lumber mill and a cigar factory as great targets. But there we were during those blackouts. We would gather in the kitchen. We would have the wood-burning stove going, and the glow from the embers would light up the room enough so we could see each other's faces. Many times we had family, cousins, friends over on those nights. And then pretty soon somebody would start a folk song or a church hymn, and we'd all be singing in parts. And Elsa, my brother Godfrey, and Erica, they all played the recorders. And it was beautiful. That kitchen became heaven. And behold, the present danger of the war faded away. Yeah. Another memory, our family raised chickens. And among them was a very, very, very mean rooster. As soon as anybody came in sight of him, he would start running and then take flight right at you. And I've had a number of times when he came by, and I ran and got away from him. But one day I thought I had enough. Anticipating his arrival, I picked up a rock, and I was walking, there he was, and he started running, and I threw that rock, and bingo, it hit him right between the eyes, and that was it. Well, it was years later that my sister Elsa confided in me, and she said, you know what, Martin? You were really the hero that day. Because we all hated that rooster, and we all wanted him dead. You did it. You were David, slaying the beast. Yeah, so I loved my sister, and I'm glad that she told me. Nobody else ever told me I was a hero. She thought I was her hero. Well, it was on a Saturday, and we had rooster to eat on Saturday. And Dad was not pleased. On another time, Elsa was given the task to babysit me. She had a friend with just two houses down, and they had plans to do something, and babysitting was an interference. So they thought, what could we do to get Martin to go to sleep? Well, my aunt, Frida, was a seamstress. So they borrowed one of these, the bust, and they painted a horrible face on it, put a hat on it, and they set it on a chair right next to my bed. And I was there, frightened to get out, and I went to sleep so fast as that rooster died.
It's in the book right here.
Well, Elsa was full of life. You know, she liked a good joke, and that was a good one played at me.